quarterbacks, so I guess just get into it. What'd you like? What didn't you like? Where do you think these guys are?
Well, I think overall we've had a good spring. Seen some progress through all the guys. Are we going to be ready to name a starter? I'm not going to tell you that. We've got some time to go. And this summer's going to be huge for all of them. But we got kind of an idea which way we're going. I'm not going to let that out yet, probably. At the same time, all those guys got a little bit of work to do, and we'll see how it all unfolds. Dusty Keel did some good things this spring. I thought he progressed well. He learned the system pretty well. Made some well executed throws throughout the spring. Ed Wright did the same thing. I thought he got better as the season went on. He was a little rusty early on. I thought his mechanics became better. He started making some better decisions. Got to take care of the football better than what we do sometimes. But Ed gives you a threat of running the football a little bit as well. He's pretty athletic, so with Adam and Teddy as well, those guys both did some good things. And I was excited about the whole entire spring with those guys as far as the work ethic and their ability to get better as we keep going.
Did you like the tempo of the offense today or through the spring that you guys got them lining up as quick as you want and running plays?
Well, I think as a staff, we're never complacent with the tempo just yet. It's still a work in progress. It's a point of emphasis every day when we go out on the field. So to answer the short answer, we know we're not satisfied yet. But at times in practice, we have seen the sense of urgency and the tempo that we're looking for. And I think it's coming. I think it's going to be a learned habit for those guys, because I don't think they've ever had to do it at this pace. And the more you do it, obviously, the more comfortable you get in your own skin, so to speak. So it's coming. It's coming.
Is it a typical transition, do you think? I mean, you think you're where a team, like you said, that hasn't played at this pace before, are they kind of where you'd expect to be at this point in the spring?
I think so. I think we're, I don't want to say we're on pace. I think we're on a good pace. I think we need to be going into the summer. And the summer will be huge for our guys. And as far as developing the camaraderie and the leadership and the togetherness, that's what the summer's about. The summer's about that. Those guys getting in, digging in, and being together and working their timing when they do the throwing and all that type of thing. That's what that's all about. So I think when you continue to foster that team chemistry, so to speak, then I think that's just going to propel you into the day camp, and that's when we take back over again, start teaching fundamentals and all those things.
What did you learn about this team this spring?
I think I learned that the guys want to win. I think they're ready for a change. I think they're eager to listen. Sometimes it's foreign to them. It takes a little bit of time for them to grasp a concept or an idea in terms of how hard we work, how fast we play, but they're eager to do it. I think they're ready to embrace something different, to say, hey, listen, give us a chance and let's see what we can do with it. So I think they're ready to take a next step, so to speak. Nobody wants to be a 500 team. You're getting better, you're getting worse. So we got to change gears and change up some things we've been doing and make this thing into a program that we all want it to be. And that's the highest level.
No, this isn't your position here, but what did you think about just what you got out of Matt Perez today, a guy who's obviously had to spend most of
He did some good things. He made a couple good runs and ran the ball okay. He's had the last couple of practices he did okay. And, so I thought, it gives you another guy there to take a look at, kind of go from there.
As far as wideouts, you had a couple guys you make some big plays. Obviously, Kofi breaks the one at the beginning. Jay Muhammad had some big catches. Just what did you see from that group today?
Overall for today, I thought our guys did okay. I've seen us play a little bit better, but just because we put the ball on the ground once or twice, and same with the quarterbacks. I thought we've had better days in spring by not taking care of the football. So that's the first and foremost thing. If we turn the ball over, we're not going to win. That's the bottom line. But as an overall group, I thought the wideouts had a pretty good spring, and I think we got some guys that we can work with. And we got some guys that are playmaker type ability with DeMarlo Belcher and Deweese Wilson and Kofi Hughes. Those three, in my mind, pretty much stood out throughout the entire spring. Now, there's other guys, obviously, but I think those guys kind of give you a boost of adrenaline, boost of injection of something that that we need offensively for those guys to make plays. Now it's my job to have my guys make sure we deliver the football on time and get it to them in space and keep it out of the other team's hands.
I guess-
Coach Smith.
Just talking about that real quick, Dusty obviously was the guy through two. What did you see on each of those plays? Basically, was it just, obviously the one gets tipped, but it looked like he threw a little behind him?
Yep, he was behind him. He was behind him. It was on him. He's got to do a better job of his ball placement against leverage of a defender. We can't be behind in man coverage, and we constantly preach that and coach that as far as if you're behind a man, it's going to get batted or it's going to get picked 95% of the time. If you're high against man coverage, balls will get tipped 95% of the time, so it'll get picked off. So we've got to have great ball placement. We've got to have good accuracy. And Dusty, for the most part, did that all spring. And a little disappointed today in those, but at the same time, he made a couple other good throws. It's stuff we can work on, stuff we can get corrected. And just excited to see where these guys take this building block that we did this spring go from here.
All right.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Take questions for Coach Mallory.
Coach, what did you like, what didn't you like?
Sorry?
What did you like today, what didn't you like today?
Well, the thing I didn't like is how many points were put on the board. It's always discouraging when you look up there and see the final score is 27-24. So, thought early on, again, just some of the big plays, that was discouraging game time. As defense coach, when the ball was going over your head, it looked like at times we had guys in position to make plays in the deep ball. I didn't play the ball real well, but big plays are things that are going to kill us, and that's what we've got to get out of our system. I thought the energy and the effort, thought the kids played hard, gave good effort, good energy, still got to improve in certain areas, but again, it's a work in progress, and I think we're going in the right direction.
From Lawrence Burnett, what did you see from him? Obviously, he had the pick for the touchdown.
Right, had a big play there. I had an opportunity to get his hands on the ball there and took it back for a touchdown. Again, he's had a good productive spring for us. He's like everyone else back there. They're going in the right direction, but they've got a long ways to go. It's going to be important. LB and all the other guys, and the rest of the team, they continue to work hard this summer. Continue to show some improvement, but I'm pleased with his effort and his production.
Is there any one position group that really impressed you during the course of the spring?
On defense, I think probably the strength of our defense will probably be up front, the D tackle and the D end position. We've got a little bit more depth at the D tackle position. We've got some guys that we can rotate through that I think will give us good quality production there. We don't have that luxury at the defensive end spot, but we are getting production with the first two guys. Feel good about our first two linebackers. I think Leon and Jeff Thomas, I think both of those kids are probably two of the better players on defense for us. So we've got to be able to find a third guy to balance that up.
Speaking of which, Doug, it looked like you played a lot of nickel today, just
Yeah.
two linebackers. Is that by design, the personnel, or what the offense?
A lot of it's personnel. We're trying to match personnel. Our offense kept it pretty simple today, and we feel like we did too. And we kind of curved back a little bit of the call sheet going into today. We want to let these guys go out there and not have to think so much, and be able to go out there and run our base defense, base offense, and let them get out there and play. But played a lot of nickel, again, just matching up. We want to get a little bit better athlete out there on the third wide receiver. And we've got the ability to play our base versus those packages, but just get more guys out there, a little bit more speed.
What do you think about what you got there, Greg?
Defensive backs, aggressiveness today, because it looked like they were pretty aggressive.
Yeah, I've still missed too many tackles, Don. There are times you can get in position, you'd like to think that once we get our body, once we make contact, you'd like to see that ball carrier go down. At times we're still missing tackles, and at times the ball carriers getting a lot of hidden yardage where they're getting that yards after contact. The thing we've emphasized on defense, we got to become more physical. We got to be a tougher defense. We got to execute the fundamentals. Number one fundamental on defense, you better be able to tackle. So, still an area we got to improve on. Saw some improvement. Still, even the first touchdown, they threw a little bubble screen. We got a guy coming down on top of him. We don't make the tackle, and the results a touchdown. So, those are the things we've got to get out of our system. If we can master that fundamental, we got a chance to be pretty good.
Yeah, you seemed like, I guess he even was playing a lot of the nickel. Just on the first team, looked like he made some big plays today. Would you see out of him?
Yeah, I tell you, the great thing about Greg is Greg can play any spot in the secondary. He played some corner, he played some safety, he played some nickel. He's one of those guys, and it's an amazing story. It kind of tells you about recruiting. But here's a young man that he's got the athletic ability to be a corner, yet he's physical and he's tough enough to play safety. So, you know, he's got a good future ahead of him. But again, very intelligent young man. Like I said, be able to play really either corner, safety, or nickel. He's able to pick up on it. He's very sound in what he does. Again, he's going to be on the field a lot for us this year.
Were you happy with the way the guys were getting off the snap and the speed that they were flowing to the ball?
Again, I think the effort was pretty good. We'll see on tape here. You know, that's one thing we challenge the kids from day one is, you know, we want to play harder than anyone out there in college football. And we've graded our kids on their effort every time they've stepped foot on the field. We've graded them and we're giving them feedback on what's acceptable effort, what's unacceptable. If they give us effort that's unacceptable, they're going to run for it after practice. So trying to set a standard, try to set an expectation of the type of effort that we want to give. I think it was pretty good today. So we'll go through and grade it either tonight or tomorrow and find out a little bit more.
What kind of
More
progress
questions,
you see?
Coach?
What kind of progress just overall this spring have you seen in secondary? I guess what are they getting better at? What's kind of the specific question?
Well, I think first, you know, I think they've done a pretty good job taking what we're teaching in the meeting, nothing that's been able to transfer over to the field. So from that standpoint, from a mental standpoint, been pretty encouraged. You know, I think we've gotten better each and every practice. I think as a coach, sometimes I'm always looking at the negative and where we've got to get better. But I think we've seen progress in understanding, progress in our effort. I think we're playing a little bit more physical than maybe we did the first week, but you know, I think that's expected. Seeing some improvement. We've got a long ways to go.
All right, Coach, thanks.
All right, thanks, guys.